Let us start now then. Accessible computing is a What is accessible computing? The accessible computing is a newly emerged discipline. In this discipline, it is the sub-discipline of human-computer interaction. It deals with the usability of various digital services for individuals with disabilities and their challenges, their solutions, etc. Several national and international conferences are being organized in this area. There are several journals in this area where people can publish their research articles, and this is now an emerging but mature discipline. In this a field of accessible computing, especially the issues and challenges of individuals with disabilities are being addressed. So before going to understand the accessibility, you have to have basic knowledge of the usability of various services for various kind of persons with disabilities. First of all, the name of a type of disabilities, their challenges, and what assistive technologies they use. So first of all, we would list out the type of disabilities. So can you list out some types of disabilities? Types of disabilities. Hearing impairment, yes. Visual impairment. Physically challenged means the motor disabilities. Okay. Government of India recognizes 21 different kind of disabilities. The Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. It recognizes the 21 different kind of disabilities. So for our convenience, we have classified these 21 kind of disabilities into 4 major types. So visual impairment, motor disabilities, auditory and speech impairment, and cognitive and neurological disabilities. So persons with visual impairment. So is it only one type of disability, or there could be several different kind of visual impairment?
Different.
Yeah. So can you list out those if you know?
The eyesight beyond some limit.
Pardon?
Eyesight beyond some limit.
Eyesight beyond some limit means what will you call it? Low vision, right? Means you mean to say low vision, right? The person who can't see, at a very large distance, or the person who has limited vision, right? So low vision for people. So people with low vision. What else? Color blindness. Then, so what would be the color blindness? I mean, what is their challenge?
They can't see some colors.
Okay, so let us see. The persons with total visual disabilities means the people who can't see anything, even they can't see light, they can't comprehend any object. So what type of technology they require for interacting with the computer or web? Huh? Sound. Okay. Any more elaboration? Special keyboard. Okay. So what challenges they have? Suppose persons with total visual disability. What challenge they have if they want to operate computer?
You cannot see the alphabets, right?
Yeah, they cannot say alphabets. I mean, they cannot see anything on the screen, right? This is their challenge. What could be the another challenge?
They can't see the input devices.
Yes, they can't use the input devices properly. Okay, so these are two challenges they have. So what solution they have then to use the computer? So those who are using, those who knows little bit about accessibility, they can add something. Can they add something?
So they have the screen reader one. Is
Yes, screen reader software. Right. So screen reader is a software that reads out loud what appears on screen. Everything. It reads everything. Okay. Like all the characters, all the emojis, like smiley and I mean sunglasses, everything it reads. Okay. So all the emojis it reads, like sleepy, kiss symbol, okay, everything it reads. If it is capital D and small r dot, it will not read capital D r dot, it will read doctor. Okay, so this way the screen reader reads everything for them. The screen reader is a software that assists them for interacting with the computer as well as on web. So it provides global speech environment to the computer, and whatever they will open, whatever app or whatever interface they will open, it will read. So this is the solution for them. So coming to the another kind of disability called low vision. So low vision people, what challenges they have for interacting with the computer or digital services? What difficulties they have, what challenge they will have?
Font size.
Font size means they cannot read the smaller font size. Okay, what else? Since they have limited vision, they requires specific color adjustment in the screen, like foreground and background color. So the foreground and background color should be in contrast.
Excuse me.
So,
I wanted your help.
The screen magnifier is a software that magnifies whatever appears on the screen. Okay, it magnifies the text, it magnifies the images, it magnifies icons. Okay, and it also adjusts the color contrast. Okay, so color contrast can be adjusted through this screen magnifiers. So this is the solution for them. So what is the third kind of disability? The persons with color blindness. So what challenge they will have? Why I am asking these questions? Because you are designing applications for them. You are developing applications for them. Unless you understand their challenges, you cannot work for their solutions. Okay. So you have to have their, all the challenges with you. You have to have knowledge of all the challenges, and then you can design solutions for them. Okay, and you can find out the gaps and fill up the gaps so that they can have the pleasant experience for the use of interfaces or various applications, web applications. So coming to third kind of disability called color blindness. So what kind of disability, what kind of challenge they have? They cannot recognize color. Okay, but they have full vision. Only the differences, the challenges, they cannot recognize color. They can read the text, but they have black and white vision. Black and white TV. So that kind of vision they have. sometimes they cannot recognize specific colors. Okay, so these are the challenges they have. So what solutions we can provide them? So for working with the computer, do they have any challenge? Because they can read. Okay, they can read, they can interact with the input devices. So what challenge then they have? They will not have any challenge. All of you agree? Yes or no?
No,
So what challenge they will have?
they won't see the some part of the image, right? Image or the screen, or if a specific color, they won't be able to
If
see
in a
that.
bar graph some particular color represents something, then they wouldn't be able to.
Alright, means if we are using color to convey certain information,
Yeah.
then they have limitation. Okay, so what solution they will have then? Means what solutions we can offer?
Text besides the
Only the color should not be used for conveying the information. There should be an alternative way as well. Okay, so this is kind of first disability called visual impairment. Now coming to the second kind of disability called motor disability. So motor disability could be of several types. Now the person who has both the legs not functional, means both the legs are not working properly. So that kind of people, what difficulties they will face for the use of computer? They can see, they can use their hands. Okay, so what difficulties they will have? They won't have any difficulty. But suppose they have one arm affected, then they cannot use the keyboard, right? Then they cannot. Sometimes they have to use the keyboard which can be operated by their legs, right? Then what other difficulties they will have? Suppose they don't have both the arms functional, then what challenge they will have? Do they have any challenge then? So how do they cope up with that?
Speech recognition is
Speech recognition technologies. Okay, so they can talk with the computer, and computer will interact. Computer will respond. So what is the other kind of disability? Suppose there is a person who has hands functional, but their fingers are not functional. So in that case, they will require trackball mouse. So these are two different kind of disabilities we have discussed so far. And since you are a designer, developer, and QA people, and testers, so you have to have idea about various kind of disabilities. All the population of various kind of disabilities, their habit, and their requirements. So the third thing is auditory and speech impairment. So what difficulties they will have? They can see towards screen. They can operate keyboard with their hands. Okay, their hands are functional. Their eyes are functional. They can't hear. So do they have any difficulty for the use of computer screen and interacting with the computer? Yeah? Sound. Okay, so they cannot recognize sound.
Hello. Sir, just a small request. I'm really sorry to disturb you at the middle of the training. I just spoke to Prerna, so we decided that we will be moving to